Welcome everybody to the Aquila Dynasty, a long-standing dynasty game heavily leaning on roleplay and lore building. We're talking in chat earlier about the world, Anvil, the codex, the wiki, so to speak, that we have that is incredible. And this is where all of this lore begins and is born. We're gonna be playing as Queen Zemuel II, first heir to get the throne. But before we get started, as per usual, allow me to read a little thing for you. Kata and Partisan, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you all here tonight with us. So as per usual, I have a summary written by our amazing That Which Lurks that is going to tell you what happened in the previous monarch's reign, so that if you're new, you can just jump in and get a sense of what has been happening lately. So, in the previous reign, King Zemuel the Cunning, who ruled from 1016 to 1033. After the joint Northeast Rebellion of 984, a chief was crowned over the eastern claimant, Nicole Bright Waifu. Upon learning of this, Count Zemuel Hesperus stated he would be his regent's next claimant. Nobody dared contradict the legendary elder, who was said to owe many unnatural boons to let demons nest in his skull. As the new millennium began, the king and much of the kingdom were eaten by demonic flies, and Zemuel got the throne. As planned, the counts made the sacrifices needed to send the fiends back, and Zemuel set out to rule without having to bow before the other regents of the ninth god. His aims were benign, he melodiously asserted. Brooking no delay, he would bring back peace to the kingdom. But his means were unstated. Thank you for the follow, Protean. The council voted to raise regional armies, but didn't take further actions. The counts were loyal, the grandees busy with building back their food stocks after the famine, and the chiefs wanted to fill Zemuel with a false sense of security before striking. As curt as Zemuel was, he was not impulsive. He was keenly aware of how quickly the previous Eastern monarch found themselves adrift in civil war after angering their nobles. And he was determined never to become this helpless. He used speed not to let his subjects think too much. He used speed not to let his subjects think too much, and was an expert at getting unity by playing the regents against each other, never letting one become too powerful or upset. At Grandee's Electory's demand, he had Saint Umber's body exhumed, and His Holiness recognized. As the saint proved able to kill heretics laying eyes on him, Zemuel, who feared being next, convinced chiefs and counts to outvote the grandees and have the truth and the Humber himself quietly buried. When relics of the saint emerged, the king was content letting the south suffer any curse it could bring upon itself, as long as he was safe. Zemuel was happier supporting the northern exhumation of a primeval reptile, a dragon. He hoped to revive or draw power from the eerie Hulk, and gladly placated the superstitious naysayers on behalf of the chiefs. Then the spymaster exposed their plot to subvert the Palace Watch, which the chiefs had been tasked with training, so they would not protest the appointment of an Eastern honor guard. And the king called for unity against the wayward region. The council printed money to ensure the Watch's loyalty, causing poverty to rise from inflation, and the counts volunteered their savings as a safeguard. Zemuel had no remorse. The many tragedies befalling the East proved trickier to manage, but warned by previous rulers' history, Zemuel acted decisively. Zemuel learned from history. Eels were quarantined, a werewolf was executed, an unholy experiment was imprisoned. The church and people questioned some of his practical decisions, but he didn't care until, when the dead began unburying themselves, his foolproof plan to put the goals to use failed. He then considered the church may have its uses after all, and as a gesture of appeasement, let the archbishop send missionaries to the north, which did little but anger the chiefs. Remembering how they had been left to suffer, the grandees passed the motion to have the nobles pay for an absurd mountain carving of Zemuel, hoping to push the chiefs into rebellion. But this was a futile act. The king was widely renowned as a wise, reasonable man, and no region was close to depose him. Zemuel could have become loved, but he thought the affection of people too fickle a feeling. He leveraged the trust he received to establish a spy network with which to blackmail opponents, and freed himself from the time-wasting constraints of ruling by consent. King Zemuel, the Cunning, died in his bed after 15 years of unchallenged reign, leaving behind the only persons he had been honest with: his naive alchemist of an husband, Demon Reaper, and his heir and daughter, Zemuel II. Big round of applause for our amazing Devilish Slurs for providing us the summary for tonight, as always. So this is what happened in the previous game. Thank you so much, Devilish Slurs. These are always amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice. This is what happened previously in the Aquila Dynasty. So now, let's go and resume the game. Yeah, like, I fully trust your judgment, Devilish Slurs. Don't worry about it. I like the alternate too long to read. Alright. Thank you for joining. So, who is Queen Zemuel II? Is my question. I usually try to put a little bit of role-playing in the way I play my monarchs, and I invite you to do the same with your nobles, because honestly I think it's a bit more fun, but you don't have to. It's not, it's not required. Let's go and start with the coronation, right? Let's go. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your father, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Oh yeah, I now remember what I was about to say. Quick note for my chiefs and counts around here in chat. Please be mindful of the way you roleplay your nobles in regards to the grandees. Because I can understand tensions and everything, but, it's not too fun to be bashed for 2 hours by everybody. So I would ask you to be mindful in the way you interact in chat. Just think about it, and maybe consider if sometimes it might be the case to tune it down a tiny notch. Alright? Like, we want everybody to have fun here. She may be hoarder due to having some of my blood and being partially taught by me? I don't know. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you're hostile towards, it's about how you portray that in interactions with other people. Alright. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? It may be for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? My dear nobles of the council. It is your moment to get the first vote of the night. What shall we do? Huh. This is interesting. Bash grandees and counts equally, is that better? You can bash whoever you want, just be mindful of how you do it. I think Queen Zemuel II is a humble monarch and doesn't want to show off, and also knows that is an expense that the treasury can't afford right now. But everything else is fine. How do you think Zemuel would have raised Zemuel II? Cunningly. Cunningly is the word. I think it would have done a decent job at making her aware of the political situation of the country. Oh wow, that's incredibly close. 898. Wow. There's a few nobles who haven't voted. If you want to vote, this is the time. It's 998. Wow. Counting down from 5 here. 4, it's a tie currently. You can break the tie. 3, it's a 3-way tie. 2, 1. Last opportunity to break the tie. Can I give you 1 more second? 1 if you haven't voted, and 0. All right. It's not RNG. I choose. I choose. Wow. Okay. So this is a tame council. This is a tame council. Incredible. Incredible. So what do we want to do? What does the queen want to do? What does the queen want to do? I think... Great, Vesper, thank you. I think the queen is gonna go for the river, because tradition is important, right? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, she's definitely humble. It is decided the queen will be thrown in the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow waters with its sheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Oh, you're right, Marley. Council introduction. Oh. Oh. Boom, fixed it. There you go. See, we had the map bug. But we know how to fix it now. Bam! Yeah, the big red button in the void. Fixed it right away. Yeah, the bug is still around. They're still working to fix it. I'm a wizard. Are you impressed? The Dragon the Sea Wizardry. Yes, yes. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Yeah, we know how to fix it in game, so it's fine so far. Burn the wizard. Chiefs of the North, good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us a lot. Livingston, hey, Livingston the Third. God damn it. I forgot how many people died in this dynasty already. Introduce yourself to the Counts of the East. Marley Tyne, of course. Of course. Of course. Who could it have been? Good stuff. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. I was dismayed to hear of your father's passing. Yeah, Marley wants to establish her presence back. Grandees, may the Ninth God bless your reign, Your Majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. And Clofo, relative to High Inquisitors, that's actually very significant. Like, these are 3 very significant nobles to send forward, right? Good stuff. Oh, that's cool, Chara. That's freaking cool. Huh. Your first appearance, really? You never appeared before this? Interesting. Uh-huh. Yeah, right, like, we have Livingston the Third, who's like one of the most angry chiefs at some point. Then we have Clofo, related to High Inquisitors, and then we have Marley, who's stepping back into the political scene. Like, Zemuel II is under pressure immediately. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Clofo. The council hall immediately fills with racist voices, as the nobles argue. I love that, right, wife? Is this what your father fought so hard for? Apparently so. And the path to victory. So, Zemuel II looks older than she actually is, right? And we said one reason for that might be that probably she was very ill when she was a small child, and Zemuel had to resort to some demon bargaining in order to save her life, which drew away some life essence from her, right? So she's probably like physically frail, very composed and calm and humble, and not one of the kind of person who really loses her temper. Dad of the century, right? Definitely better than Stannis. Devil worshipper. That shouldn't come as a surprise that Zemuel I was a devil worshipper. Yeah, that was Zemuel I, not Zemuel II. So yeah, she's definitely physically frail and calm and composed and humble. And I think... Yeah, Zemuel I was absolutely a devil worshipper, and it's no secret. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. So that might actually cause some stigma towards Zemuel II. And I think that she's aware of that. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Nah, I don't think... No. Zemuel was not murdered for sure. I think Zemuel was too powerful to be murdered by the Inquisition. Yeah. Exactly, nobody said it out loud. Like, Zemuel still was present at every church ceremony that he was required to attend, you know? And he did his stuff in the privacy of his own chambers. He was a closeted devil worshipper. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As a conqueror, definitely not. Huiv, welcome back. How you doing? As the greatest queen who ever lived, absolutely not. As the architect of a new golden age, I don't think so. Oh, what did they say again? He had to die in his sleep because if death had come while he was awake, he would have fought and won. Oh shit. A saint? I don't think like that would be a bit too strong, you know? Like she's still the daughter of a count and devil worshipper. I don't think she would want to become a saint. Something said about Roosevelt. Really? I didn't know that. That's so cool. Wow. I didn't know that. That's such a cool quote. I think it's either as peacekeeper or as the mother of the nation. And I think it would be a peacekeeper. As a grandee, I disagree. That makes sense. This makes sense, but I think that she's aware that the counts would see it as being a bit too abrupt of a change, and she doesn't want to alienate the counts. So I think it's gonna be a peacekeeper. Ah. Got it, Clefo. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving your stability. She would have been influenced by all three regions. She would still be influenced more by her father right now. Like, maybe her child could do that. Time to lower stability. I see that's a very strong roleplay choice, Electri. I'm sure you would have done the same if I had picked authority. Hannah. of the Yuki the White Wolf clan. Eccentric northern god speaker stands precariously in a longhouse, on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Hanne of the Yuki the White Wolf. Oh, this is actually a really cool portrait. Yuki the White Wolf with the wolf. Her uncle. Okay, so this is your uncle. I see. Yeah, another god speaker. A blackened envelope arrives by a swarm of bees. My dearest goddaughter. God damn it, not bees. My dearest granddaughter, I may not have liked your father, but you are of my blood and our family. So, in case of your death, or wait, I missed that. In case of your death or exile, I will hand you your heirs upraising, and should you be chased off the throne by anyone, you will have a tower to rest in. That's not I mean, that's not really reassuring. Like, you could have said something like, I'm sure you'll do great. Instead, you're already thinking of failure. Oscar was cool, yeah. Alright. Chiefs of the North Realm know I should be on the throne, not this imposter queen Zemuel II. How do we make that happen? Chiefs of the North, what do you want to do? Do you want to use sorcery, trying to raise authority? Or do you want to try to find a doppelganger, trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to follow a prophecy, trying to raise authority? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Is it going to be sorcery, doppelganger, or prophecy? I have a prophecy fish. What? It seems prophecy. It seems prophecy. Chiefs, if you haven't voted, this is the time. Prophecy it is. Wow, look at that. More votes for prophecy. Okay. More and more and more. Okay, let's go. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new monarch rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Salandra of the Hesperus Dynasty. Interesting. It's the same family. It's the same freaking family. Wow. It's the same family. Like, it's related to Zemuel. Yet directly related. No more family drama. Is it divided though? Or not? You know? We don't know. Salandra of the Hesperus Dynasty, well-known political fixer, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow Khans, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Zemuel II wears the crown. Interesting. What do you want to do, Khans? Do you want to go for subterfuge, trying to lower stability? Or do you want to try to start an uprising, trying to raise the treasury? Or maybe, do you want to go for a blood ritual, trying to get the highest farming? What do you want to do, Khans? Blood ritual. Apparently Hesperus poor Salandra. Who's Salandra, Hesperus? Like, how are you related? Wow, blood ritual it is. So much for loyalty, right? Okay. Make Zemuel II immortal. Maybe return some peace to this goddamn house. Alright. The Count's planning to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, I must ensure the East can withstand a famine. This is not immortality. I have bad news for you, Hesperus. Yeah, we can wait. You're right. To advance their scheme, the Counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons. And another eye patch for the Grandies, of course. GG Knife Master, welcome back. How you doing? Vincent Time. God damn it. Yeah, that's how Oscar died, exactly. It is a fashion statement. Like, eye patches are really fashionable in the south and in the north, I think, as well. Fantastic. Bellona of the Northwind lineage, powerful southern orator, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. The false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the south, this is a stain on our honor we must not allow to go unanswered. Grandees of the south, what do you want to do here? Do you want to go for intimidation, trying to raise stability? Or do you want to go with fervor, trying to raise your own farming? Or maybe you want to go for excommunication, trying to lower stability. What to do? These are all cool options. Would be ironic if Zemuel became king through demons and was removed from it by demons. Well, never say never. Oh, this is very split. 3-3-3. Grandees. The bipolar bear breaking the tie. 3-6. This is everybody. Every grandee has voted. So fervor it is. Fantastic. Fervor it is. Grandee claimant Bellona has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next queen. She has promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. So we have a bastard offshoot, a questionable claimant, and an ambitious vassal. I wish I could stay, but I must go. Sorry to hear that, Robert Hugo. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had a good time for as long as you were here. And hopefully... wait, you're not gonna be here on Friday, right? Well then, see you next week, if I remember correctly. Glad you were here for some time, though. Take care. Only one that's related is Hanne. Yes. Yes. Yeah, honestly... This might be a Zemuel the First bastard, you know? This might be a Zemuel bastard. I wouldn't be surprised. Should have known Zemuel the First was unloyal to my dear Desmond. Actually, this is probably... This child came before the marriage for sure. Like, Zemuel was an elder, so it was probably like 200 years old before he got married. So, you know, Ross family reunion gonna be a goddamn mess. It is. Okay, let's go. If they really believe in fervor. I think Zemuel is gonna go for Call for Unity here. Yeah, it sounds good. In the kingdom, a family reunion is called a council. The printing press? Oh no, that's a bad start. Oh no, that's a bad start. My god. Let's go with the apprentice. Dreadful tidings, your majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Hanaskar. Jasper, hey, that's you. You don't look pleased at all. My first thought was Hesper has another sibling that none of you knew about. Oh god. Monra from Poland. Hello, hi, welcome, how you doing? And thank you for joining. Welcome to the Grandees. How are you? Yeah, the Pious don't like wizards. Well, you're right. So, a meddling wizard has set up shop in Hanaskar. Glad to hear you're doing good, Munda. Happy to have you with us tonight. I believe it is Pestia, the Lady of Pestilence. Well, why is this a problem? She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the south are lining up for their chance. So who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Not just peasants, I, Grandmaster, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those peasants are no match and will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. Of course we have a spell book already. Grandmaster, yep, 'tis you. Thank God it's not me. Yeah, that would have put all your wealth at risk. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Haha. Then we shall assemble the council. Okay. Yeah, over 10k, yeah. And bless your holiness. So what can we do here? We can forbid it. Oh, that's a lot of money. Well, I think we all know what to do here, right? I think we all know what to do. Do not let the noble lose money? I prefer my money. We might see a death. To be quite honest. Yeah, Zemuel is gonna definitely try to call for unity and reason on this one. And say, hey, this is okay as long as they're not part of the council anymore, so we should go for B. So it's gonna encourage you with a call for unity to go for B. You know, she's about forbidding for now. She's above forbidding. And she's about, let's try to cooperate. Like, I trust that I can trust you to cooperate. Like, seeing people cooperate of their own will is better than forcing them to cooperate, right? And she doesn't want to force her hand. So for now, she's just asking. But she's different compared to her father, if you think about it. This is very close, wow. 11 to 12, incredible. Counting down from 5 here. 4, 3, this is very close, you can still vote. 2, 1, 11 to 13, 0. 0, 11 to 13. That's fantastic. Good stuff. So the council actually follows what the queen was suggesting. I suppose that is an acceptable compromise. You will never take me alive. I don't want you alive. I want your money. Grandmaster begins her journey to Zanaskar immediately. Her successor, Countess Grandmaster II, inherits her position on the council, but the treasury confiscates the vast majority of her wealth as payment. Pestia's presence in Zanaskar attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of her latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Ooh, bad news for the grandees here. Yeah, you got replaced. Yup. That was a quick death. Yup. Printing press. You fool. Huid, hey. Your Highness, a blacksmith in the north has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on the painstaking efforts of scribes, it produces 100 copies of text an hour. How remarkable. Hey, Your Highness, isn't technology wonderful? Don't you see how dangerous this is? Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. Well, you've got a point, Knife Master. We know how to read. Allow printing presses to be used by the masses. Only the church may use the printing presses. Only the university may use printing presses. Forbid the use of printing presses altogether. Well, I don't think, like, as much as Zemuel is a nice monarch, I don't think it should be used by the masses. I really don't think it should be used by the masses. Actually, I think you would push for C. Because, you know, B is giving a lot of power to the church, which is, it might be a bit too much, you know? And D sounds a little bit tyrannical, so... It looks like C. 8 to 12, I'm gonna count down from 5 here though. 5. Oh my god, 8 to 15. Okay, let's 8 to 16 even. Wow. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. 8 to 17 even. Alright. Yeah. Council is following the Queen's suggestions. That's good. That's good. How cruel not allowing it to be used by the masses? The masses can just, you know... The masses are the masses. I'm just happy I can get more books. Aquila University will be proud to take stewardship of this marvelous new technology. Over the next few months, the university publishes countless educational texts, spreading knowledge that had once been confirmed to its own library. It proves an immense boon to trade and farming, as the common folk learn advanced techniques for increasing crop and mining yields. I cannot believe it that you're both passing the scheme right now. I can't believe it. And look at the trade. Holy shit. Unfortunately, Aquila University also publishes a few histories of the kingdom that don't paint the monarchy in a flattering light. Well. The peasants would break them, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards, the chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with knights of the Order of the Round Rose, and the grandees offer the fiercest battle lance from the Sisterhood of Steels. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the northern warriors. There's been a major scandal. They got drunk and burned down a church of the Nine. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You'll need to pick someone else. God damn it. What do we do here? Something sounds like something we do. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. What do we do? Who hasn't accidentally burned a church or two? Yeah, the scandals are really good in this. It's definitely not the mercenaries. No, it's definitely not the mercenaries. Church demands from the crown. It might actually be the nuns, yes. The Eastern Knights did serve our father, though. What religion does Zemuel II follow is the question. I think Zemuel II is much more private. I think that officially she follows the ninth. I just love that the Eastern Knights just plagiarize poetry and it's an equal scandal to burning down the church. All 7 times were an accident, yeah, sure. Are there any baddies among the council? Asking for a friend? I don't know. RG, welcome back and thank you for joining. Welcome to the Counts. How you doing? Oh, so yeah, you mean she grew up around Eastern Knights. Hola, hola. Glad to have you. God, I'm way more tired than I thought I would be tonight. Apologies. So my brain is a little slow. What's it gonna be? So the Eastern Knights served under her father, but she might want to go for the nuns to reassure people that she's not gonna be a count only, you know? I don't have a clear read on her yet. Yeah, that's true. Don't you want a nun? I kinda do. Time for an espresso. Oh god. I used to drink espresso like even late into the night and it would do nothing to me. No, she's not gonna solo it. New duck photo. I'm gonna take a look at the Discord later. But I relish those. Yeah, I think she's private. Like she attends every Ninth-ist event that she has to attend, and it actually looks like she does that with more devotion than her father, right? But you know, I'm not gonna get the mercs. Just stop asking. Pyromaniac, welcome back. Thank you for joining. How you doing? Pyromaniac, welcome to the Counts. Welcome back to the Counts, actually. I have returned. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm doing good. Thanks so much for asking. Glad to hear you're doing well. Suck your blood. Is that a Stranger Things reference? What was Zemuel II do? I think it might be the nuns, because she doesn't want to alienate the other regions. You know, she's kind of worried of the fact that other regions might... Yeah, Zemuel I would take the knights for sure. But I think she's gonna take the nuns. Yeah, she wants to at least give the impression, right? Like, I don't know if it's actually that she wants to have nuns around. No, I don't think she's indecisive at all. Like, I'm indecisive because I'm slow and tired, but yeah. I'll make the arrangements at once. I don't think she's indecisive at all. She's very considerate, but I don't think she's indecisive. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently. Yada yada yada. Gotta go. Mr. Dragon, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope to see you around next time on Friday. Take care, have a great night. Hold up, what? I mean, it's auction time. You want me to stop now? Nah, let's get things started, right? Let's start the auction. Exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering farming for the chiefs with A, raising authority with B, raising stability with C, lowering military for the counts with D, raising farming for the grandees with E, and raising faith for the grandees with F. Do your thing, vote. Not you. Oh, okay, good. My queen, I have acquired glorious green water from the mountains. I'm calling it Mountain Dew. It is very healthy and delicious. 10 seconds left. In a moment. 10 seconds left. Now. So do your thing. Vote. So right now we're doing chief stuff. Who's fucking up the chiefs? Wait, there was a snipe, right? Yeah, there was a last-second snap from Electro E. Fantastic. Wow. Raising farming. And raising authority to shy. A monument and an aqueduct. Good stuff. An unfinished project. Let's take a look at this. I spent all my money on prior cathedrals. I mean, it paid off though. Look at this faith. May I have a word, Your Majesty? Many years ago, your father, King Zemuel, asked me to carve a mountain with their likeness. I told them it was impossible, but they insisted. I'm poor and unlike my grandmother, it's not for frivolous bear-related reasons. Yeah, I remember this. Yes, the unfinished gift. I feel like it's been going on forever. That's true, alas. I would love to see the project completed so we could honor the reign of your late father. Or, if you prefer, it's not too late to redesign it in your image. Do we really need a money sink like this? There are plenty of other places to spend our coin. I wish lurks. Remove that eye patch, you fashion fiend. Complete the carving as planned. Like, come on. Oh, that's me. Never. Update the carving to feature Queen Zemuel II. Cancel the project. This project was too ambitious. Let's scale it down. I cannot. So, Dario. Fashion Fiend is a good one, right? It's from Milan. Dario really wants to complete it because I don't think I've ever seen it completed either. So I kind of want to do that. Want to update the carving to Queen Zemuel? Because I don't think she's that ambitious, you know? Why not cement our family image onto a whole mountain? I think we should go A. Like... She'll be grander than her father, but she doesn't have that ambition. I think that completing as is would be a good way for the late king to be remembered. Exactly, yeah. Same. I think the monarch is just gonna express her preference to complete the carving as planned here. Yeah, and ask that her father's will is respected. Very kindly, very calmly. Yeah, the queen would be upset about people cannoneering the statue. Cool. Cool. Council is voting along. That's cool. So we can complete the carving. Fantastic. 19 to 5. Wow. That's a strong vote. That's a strong vote, everybody. Fantastic. 19 to 5. Let's go. There was no option for that. Beaming the chief architect hurries away to prepare. In a matter of months, the project is finished. Your father's face glares out from the mountainside, visible for miles around, looking stern and formidable. Remember Zemuel I's face? Like, just so you can have an idea, this... Oh, come on. This is Zemuel's face, carved in the mountain. Naturally, this only helps to cement the legitimacy of your own reign. Yeah, I'm really curious to see if there are more events related to this. He was unofficially demontained. A popular priest. I would not normally interfere with the Archbishop's dealings, Your Majesty, but I'm a bit concerned about his popularity in the south at the moment. They do love the church over there. Their authority has been slipping recently. I'm afraid to say it is only natural that the people turn to alternative leaders. In this case, that's the Archbishop. We got a mean glare constantly, yep. Perhaps the other nobles could be convinced to help. I'm sure a few of them are jealous of the attention the Archbishop lavishes on the grandees. Why would you want to kill the Archbishop? Let's see. Conduct a propaganda campaign against the Archbishop. That doesn't sound great. Order the Archbishop to visit the other regions. Donate a large sum to the Southern Church. Allow the Archbishop to continue as he pleases. We completed the statue of Zemuel the First Dragon Pit. Why would I go D? What? No. Quite honestly, let's accidentally burn down the Archbishop. So I think that definitely the Queen doesn't want the Archbishop to continue as he pleases, because it sees it as a threat to her authority. I don't think she wants that. I don't think she wants that. I don't think conducting a propaganda campaign against him would be her choice here. I think her first choice would be B, to be quite honest. I think her first choice would be B. Not because she particularly wants to spread faith, and I don't think that she would actively do anything else to spread faith, unless she was forced to. But no, she's gonna veto D, so don't even look at D. I think she would want to go for B, because that's a way to show the Archbishop that he should stay in his place, and that the Queen decides what the Archbishop does, and the Queen decides when and if faith can be spread. And if the Queen says, no, you cannot spread faith, you're not gonna be able to spread faith, you know? I don't think it's about spreading faith for her. I think that the important thing is that, oh, yeah, you want to spread faith and have some influence? Do that here and here, but only because I allow you. And the moment you ask me something that I don't want, there's the gallows. I mean, it's not really there's the gallows, but like, we're gonna have a talk, you know? She definitely doesn't want to allow the Archbishop to continue as he pleases. So yeah, she's gonna veto these and ask the council to order the Archbishop to visit the other regions. Again, it's a one-time thing. It's a one-time thing, and faith is still low. Like, she doesn't intend to pursue forced faith in the other regions. It's just to put the Archbishop in his place. Shiny Horse, welcome, how you doing? It is only to teach the Archbishop a lesson. As long as the Archbishop isn't too forceful, he is welcome at the church in Moorhammer. If he is too forceful, he's gonna hear it from the Queen. Alright, this is actually a bit close. It's a 10 versus 13, so I'm gonna count down from 5 here in case you still want to vote. Count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alright. So the council votes the law. Order the archbishop to visit the other regions. The queen appreciates. The archbishop takes some time out of his busy schedule to visit the other regions. His influence in the south diminishes in favor of your own. That's good. That's good stuff. Finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. What's your preference? I think Zemuel doesn't mind. Actually, you know, I think Zemuel is into women. There you go. End season, let's go. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant queen and the warrior who will overthrow her. Don't get too attached, though, as for us. A congregation of God speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing this supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly. Yeah, unlike Mercy, Zemuel II is allowed. Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Handle Gamer, hey, then the gods are good, and we are blessed. Hana will be our monarch, and all hail the Lord Render. Cheers circle a clan hall, and Magoel is steeped over Hana's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Hane. For the next stage to the chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Tax in season. I think it's just gonna be a normal tax year. I think it's just gonna be a normal tax. Nothing special. You know? Normal taxing. Yeah, just a tiny, tiny tax. Let's do it. I need to learn how to evade taxes. Becoming a wizard is a way. A new contraption. Oh my god, we have the printing press and the guillotine here? Is that the one? Let's take a look at the new contraption here. What is this golden age? Pyromaniac. Oh my god. Sandwich guillotine. Oh god, it's a pyromaniac. Oh no. Invented the flamethrower. No, don't you do it, don't you dare. You already know. Your Majesty, a count by the name of Pyromaniac wants to present you with a new invention. Your Grace, we are entering a modern age. A more humane age, yet botched executions are commonplace, decapitations where the head doesn't come off, or hangings where it does. I love the pocket watch. No more, behold a merciful machine for removing heads quickly and painlessly. I called it the Pyromaniac. Please don't have a family. I have kids. He swishes away a cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their head and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends a chill down your spine. It's awful. But Your Majesty, surely this is better than getting your head chopped off by a nervous peasant with sweaty palms and a blunt axe. With a little funding, I can distribute the Pyromaniac across the kingdom. This monstrosity, while quick, painless, and humane, I fear it could be easily misused. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have you ever heard of the Sword of Damocles? Yeah. I'll bring this to the council. I'll finally pay my taxes. Note that she's not as boring as her father. Her father would have said, we're not calling it the Pyromaniac. We're calling it the Blade and Wood. I'll do anything, even pay my taxes. So we can fund a nationwide rollout. We can test it on Pyromaniac, or we can ban this horrid contraption. I don't think we should test it on Pyromaniac. I don't think we should go B. I don't think we should go B. So what do we do here? Yeah, no, I'm absolutely gonna veto B. Should we ban it or should we fund nationwide rollout? I think we should ban the freaking thing, but I think the queen is not convinced, and she brings this to the council very skeptically, implying that she would like to ban the horrid contraption. You know? And let's start the vote here. I think, yeah, she just implies it to try to ban it. Wow, you like the idea? But your majesty, think of the good of the kingdom. It's better than being burned at the stake. I mean, that's true. But isn't it about traditions? Okay, the queen is kind of unhappy about this. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't think you'd be, you know, you'd go that way. Doesn't produce enough blood for my blood business. Well, okay. The nobles decide to fund a nationwide rollout. I see. Pufferfish Layer, welcome and thank you for joining. Welcome to the... If I can write... Oh, here you are. You're a chief. Welcome. How you doing? Hello, hello. I see you respect the queen's wishes, and the queen respects you. I appreciate that, Pyromaniac. Even though you voted for a different thing than I asked you to. But... You're here, right? You little asshole. Yeah, there you go. Of course. But you wanted to roll it out. It makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, let's go. Hundreds of pyromaniacs are built in Eastern worships and sent to courthouses all over the kingdom. Soon you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. Queen Mercy would have been proud. Alright, yeah, I think this is the first thing that kind of makes Queen Zemuel II worry. Good enough for King Louis, good enough for us. King Louis, yeah. Hundreds of pyros. Yep. Nah, she wasn't worried, I think. She's kind of worried now. Like, not worried, but like, a little bit concerned, you know? Grand Master, Blood and Stars, how many times do I have to tell you she's not my responsibility anymore? It was your mother who stole all my gold. Someone must pay. It's not all your gold, it's 750, Clotho. Yeah, more Clotho screen time, you're right. Do you like being on screen, Clotho? And very, yeah, you are resilient. Have mercy, your majesty. The former Countess Grandmaster turned up at my estate, demanding my jewelry and valuables, saying they were needed in Hanaskar for research. She kept babbling about strong electromagnetic fields or some such nonsense. I warned you, wizards always cause trouble. Wealth too low. Oh, you're right. Because you have to give everything away. So we can compensate Clothir from the treasury, summon the wizard to answer for her apprentice's crime. The Grandies will have to do without their petty necklaces. Huh. Shaking people down. Yeah, we definitely do not fuck with wizards. I agree. I agree. I agree. So what would Queen Zemuel II do? Oh, I'm sure there's gonna be a plague at some point, so we're gonna be able to speak with Pestia later. Don't worry about it. Would like Milady to observe that we are very loyal to the Crown of the South. It's a good point. I think, so if this was a different circumstance, I don't think that Queen Zemuel would agree, given money, but the fact that she allowed, together with the council, the fact that she allowed Grandmaster to become a wizard makes her feel partly responsible for it. And so I think that she says, okay, this is my responsibility in part, so I should compensate. And she's gonna call for unity on that. Yeah. Let's do that. I think she believes compensating is the fair thing to do here. Marry someone related to Reaper and we'll see a plague. Oh, that's absolutely true. Please, I have a city to rebuild. Repair and Druid, welcome. Apologies. No, it's not a dumb question. Don't worry about it. There's this thing. New to Twitch mode, but can... Yes, absolutely. You can absolutely join. Yeah. Ethan Ace, hey, welcome back. How you doing? Yeah. Exclamation mark. Join, followed by your pronoun. And you're gonna be able to join. Alright. Compensate Clothir from the treasury. It is. So feel free to join anytime, Riparian. Council votes along. Queen is happy. And that's, I think, the fairest option here. But what about Grandmaster, Your Highness? This solves nothing. She continues to grumble as she scoops your gold into a pouch. Her words prove to be right, as more Grandies are soon deprived of their valuables. Chickens, cigars, family heirlooms, and a few prized hogs, all in the name of progress, or so Grandmaster claims. That's gonna be a problem in the future. You're uncontainable for now. We'll see about it. But yeah, Riparian, feel free to join anytime. And please just happen. And remember, you are one of... Yeah, I know. That's gonna happen. If you need any additional info, feel free to ask. And I'm gonna be more than happy to provide that. This is a long-standing dynasty, by the way, that we've been playing for a month and a half. And we're gonna be playing it for another month and a half. And we do a lot of roleplay and lore building in this dynasty here. And if you're curious and you want to take a look at it a bit more, you can join the Discord and take a look at the Kingdom Lore and Nobles Lore channels. Or, and I have to plug this every time I can because it's just such an amazing undertaking. Or you can take a look at this. We have a World Anvil game, which is just absolutely amazing. So feel free to take a look. Alright, that's where all the lore that the people in Discord write ends up in. Eligible options. Ooh, let's see. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Yes, I know. Let's see the eligible bachelorettes. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. Let's see. This is Kestrid, firstborn daughter of the Northern Ethan Ace clan. She's been a melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise she's decent enough company. Spends most of her time ranging the mountaintops, hunting wolves and wyverns and other strange northern beasts. She's an incredibly driven person by all accounts. Gets up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. I can see the appeal, I suppose. I can see the appeal. This is Nymphadora. That's my girl. The eldest daughter of the Eastern Hugo Dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made her look so severe, just a trick of the light, perhaps. Kinda hot as well. But spends most of her time with the fencing master, mastering the blade. I've heard rumor that she's training herself for some epic confrontation with an old rival. That sounds like trouble. Sounds cold, yep. And finally from the south, Jacinta, the eldest daughter of the Munra from Poland lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the south, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and she's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world. I too can see the appeal. Nymphadora is pretty looking pretty hot. Not gonna lie. In spite of the recent faux pas, the South is still most loyal to the crown, lady. Please take that into account. I know, and I appreciate that. And the Queen appreciates that. Jacinta from Poland. Nymphadora, I hear a rumor of her being a shapeshifter. God damn it. Waver, welcome back. How you doing? Not bad at all. I think... Where is Poland in the kingdom? I think it's one of the regions of the Ashmedan Empire or something. Let me look at Kestrid again. This is Kestrid, firstborn daughter, melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise she's decent enough company. Ranging the mountaintops, hunting wolves and wyverns and other strange northern beasts, she's an incredible driven person by all accounts, gets up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. Nymphadora is related to Hugo. I think we may have made up our mind in this regard. Like, and faux pas to the south, we tried to compensate the south, right? So we tried our best. It wasn't really... we didn't really deny anything to the south, let's be honest here. I think Zemuel, so Nymphadora sounds dangerous because, you know, fighting an old rival, maybe they die, like, I don't know, it sounds like a dangerous party to pick. And Jacinta is kind of a bit too much leaning towards the ninth for her taste, like, and also exactly having the honor guard and a southern spouse would make her look skewed towards the south to the rest of the kingdom. So I don't know. Stop saying that in the middle of the council. Yeah, I know. Sword wife, best wife. Aren't they all sword wives? Welcome back, Melty Penguins. How are you doing? I think it might be Kestrid, to be quite honest. Yeah, Kestrid has no real flaws. Kestrid has no real flaws. Hold out hope for Glorb. Fortunately, Zemuel II is into women. Does Grandy approve of south or east? I think it might be north this time around, to be quite honest. It's like, the north has been kind of neglected, in a way, so far. There's no... Yeah. Yeah, you did get grandma to a retirement home. Absolutely did. Married for love? No. She will never do that. I think it's gonna be castrated. Yes. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Yeah, I think it's gonna be castrated. Strong woman at her side. That sounds good. Oh. Ah, golden choice. Golden choice. Golden choice. That's my daughter. Yes, it is. I think she would go for golden choice to replace monarch's vote. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think... Would the queen really bribe, though? I think she sees more as a compensation for some things that may happen. We'll see. We'll see. Real wedding. Oh, the experiment. Let's go with the wreck. An opportunity, Your Majesty. A Kurth ship sunk last week, just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Wait. So this is Waper against 2 Shy. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters by Oddhell's Horn. In fact, it's closer to our city of Birgit than any of yours. Scheme advances next season. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for your chest of silver. You were having money problems. Your Holiness, it's Team Council. Don't let this liar fool you. So... No, we're not going to return it to Kurth. We're definitely not going to return it to Kurth. Waper continues screwing us. I don't remember if it said the city. I think it said Birgit. Okay. Now I want to return to Kurth. Why? The Grandies do make a good point, right? I think it might be a golden choice, yeah. I think it might be a golden choice. Save your golden choice for the experiment. I think it might be a golden choice. Where is Birgit? God, now I want to see. Let me see where Birgit is. Where is Birgit? There is no room code. You have to type !join followed by your pronouns, because this is a Twitch game, Riparian. Yeah. Where the hell is Birgit? Birgit is quite far up north. Yes, exactly, Riparian. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the Grandies. There you are. There you are. Yeah, I usually have it in the title, but there was a lot of stuff that I have to put in the title. Apologies. But you sold the rights to it, Chief. So I think it's gonna be a golden choice on A here, so that other regions can be compensated, even though they're not gonna get the salvage, you know? Like, the Chiefs sold rights to that some time ago. You're very welcome, Reparin. Glad to have you. Yeah, I think that the Queen would say that. Like, I don't think we should return into Kurth. It sounds like a good opportunity to get some riches, and the Grandies actually have a right to it, even though it's closer to the north. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. No, the Chiefs sold the water. The Chiefs sold the water. I kind of wanted to ask the Grandies not to vote to balance it out, but I knew that that would have been absolutely useless. Like, you get the salvage and the other people get the money, you know? But that would have been absolutely pointless, I'm sure. Alright, counting down from 5 here. 4, vote A to get free money. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's go. PandaBot, welcome. Thank you for joining. How you doing? What? But it's in our waters. Moreover, the council's word is final, isn't it? But the operation doesn't even get off the ground, so to speak. The reefs where the ship sank are dangerous and full of shark. After dozens of divers go missing and are presumed eaten, the whole thing is called off. Sorry, Grandies. How you doing, Panda? Ah. Yeah, they choked on it. Sorry about that, Grandies. And let's go with the experiment here. Escaped experiment. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Count RG's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. RG, what were you doing? Glad to hear you're doing good, Padnap, playing BG3. What are you playing as? Last contested rec was 51 years ago. That checks, right? Like, it's a reasonable amount of time. Don't immediately try you have church on your side. Like yesterday. It's a secret. Vengeance Paladin. Badass. Good stuff. I hope you're having fun with that. Nothing to see, your liege. Apparently it's something... Okay, let's see. Hello, your majesty. It was a right unholy sight. The monsters stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognize my own tetanus earlobes. Did it hurt anyone? No, just some confused. Kept asking for its father. This creature is my life's work, your highness, and my son. You look kind of stressed, RG, I'm not gonna lie. 16 years ago. That's not too much. His escape was regrettable. I just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. Another build this on. I've had better days. I believe that, yeah. Someone should really educate the East on the birds and the bees. Or do you mean the flowers and the bees? His son ran away from home. Of course he's stressed. Yeah, that makes sense. Checks out. What? Oh, weird characters. Electri. Yeah. Alright, let's go. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. Free the monster? 100%? God, I've never seen that. I've never seen it. I have never seen it. Why do I kind of want to see what happens? Me too? God. So I don't think we burn the noble as well. That is out of the question. Let me think what Zemuel is going to do. Let me think about it for a second. Burn the monster. But let the Count leave. The monster may leave as long as it stays imprisoned. You know, I kind of want to free the monster. Like... Noble Count RG. Count RG. I need some reassurances here. If only we could free the monster and burn the Count. I need some reassurances, Count RG. If the monster is bad, we'll just pirate it. Give me some reassurances that freeing this monster may actually be a good idea. Well, that's not a good reassurance. He's well behaved, he loved pasta. I think... I don't think the Queen wants to burn RG. Yeah, she's not gonna allow a noble to be burned. That's for sure. That's for sure. Not gonna allow a noble to be burned. I'm a Crisis. Welcome, thank you for joining. How you doing? Welcome to Accounts. How you doing? You actually voting for D? No fucking way. Even Grandies are voting for D? Partisan, Pandabot, and THTB? What? This is actually very close, 12 to 15, 13 to 17. It's less close. I don't know what the circumstances are, to be honest. Oh, hi. You mean what's happening here? 14 to 18. 14 to 18, everybody. I'm gonna count down from 5 here to allow everybody to vote. 4, 3, 14 to 19, 2, 1, and a 0. Yep, okay, let me just give you, so before we go to this 100%, let me give you a quick intro to what we're doing here. So you're joining the Aquila Dynasty, which is a long-standing dynasty game that we've been playing for a month and a half, and we play this every Wednesday. This is a role-play heavy, lore-building heavy dynasty game, and you can find out more about it in our Discord server and on this World Anvil page that we have. I usually roleplay a little bit my monarchs, and I encourage you all to do the same, but you don't have to if you don't want to. The best way to get some info on what's going on right now would probably be the quickest one would be this page here, where you can get a summary of the last monarch that we played. All right, And the world handle is everything you need if you want to know about this world and this dynasty that we're playing. Whereas the Discord has a few select channels that allow you to find more resources. There's a nobles lore channel where people can write lore for their nobles that then eventually is inserted into the world anvil. There's a roleplay forum channel where you can roleplay as your noble from the dynasty. And then there's a kingdom lore channel. And if you look at the pinned messages in there, you're gonna find a super quick summary, one line for each monarch that we've had in this dynasty. You're gonna find a link to the world anvil. And in the threads, you're gonna find the Aquila Dynasty Chronicles, which is an extensive summary for every monarch that we played so far in this dynasty. This is monarch number 6. So this is what's going on right now. And tonight I'm playing as Queen Zemuel II, which is the first heir to actually go on the throne on this dynasty. It's always been one monarch and then change of reigning region so far. So this is actually a very interesting game for me, because I'm playing the successor for the first time in the dynasty. And that's pretty much it so far. That's pretty much it. Excellent introduction, Mage. Nice. I'm glad you appreciate it. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm here for you. I'm invested. Happy to hear that. Feel free to join anytime. And take a look at the world and be like, do whatever you want. I'm gonna be here. Alright, free the monster. Pufferfish Slayer, thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you as always. Let's go. Oh, by the way, there's also gonna be a special event tomorrow. For those of you who are new around here, you can read about it here, in chat. Free the monster. No, your highness, the boy's not ready for freedom. This will end in disaster. The council would free this unholy monstrosity and allow its twisted creator to go unpunished? What kind of message does this send? You're all mad, you'll see. Doom will come to the east. Doom! Luckily, the High Inquisitor's prophecy proves nonsense. The so-called abomination turns out to be a gentle fellow with a green thumb and a fondness for puppies. Soon enough, he's won over the villagers, who allow their children to go on piggyback rides with him. Spends holy shit, +2? He spends most of his time in the fields growing flowers and vegetables for the community. RG couldn't be more proud. This is freaking adorable and absolutely worrisome. Wow. Wow. Which village is it so I never visit? That's my boy. Okay. If RG dies, the monster joins the council. That's probably what it means, yes. Like, I mean, we should ask RG. Do you have other children that might join the council? I just need to put a sword in his hands. No! Your wedding to castrate is naturally the talk of the kingdom. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Kestrade at your side. We should kill RG to test it out. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Kestrade, refuses to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. Perfect wife. By the time you find yourself alone with Kestrade, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. My ancestors will be furious that I got married in the cathedral instead of at one of Morgana's secret stones. Well, perhaps you're right. Peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. What would Zemuel see? Yeah, Zemuel II is a very different person compared to her father. Yeah, there, we're both in this together. You comfort Kestrade long into the night, listening as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. That's actually nice. Well, that's cool. You know, Maidenless, that is the exact kind of thing that is made to be posted in the roleplay channel on the Discord. So if you're not on there, I strongly encourage you to join the Discord and go there and post that. Because Discord is such a better place to post this kind of stuff, you know? Because people can actually answer you and it's gonna stay there. And people are able to read the whole conversation at all times. That's a good start to a romance, I agree. Yeah, not Zemuel the First at all. The famine begins. Late at night, two counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the queen. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom. Bright waifu! Bright waifu! Skull daddy! Yes, and I have had peasants from the north moving into my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity, Conte Alcade. Most pleasing, but won't summoning this demon be difficult? It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A type of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. What a majestic beard, right? For the next stage of their scheme, the council must lower stability to 4 or less. Well, I don't think... I want to remind you that at some point yesterday, Queen Mercy had 9 stability and she went down to what? 2? So... don't speak too soon, especially with the East having 0 faith. Yeah, you took down Grandma, so you can take down Zemuel if you want to. The prophesied 9th herald has finally manifested on Celestia, taking the form of a humble noble known as Bellona, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the Grandies claim. But this isn't Comrade Grandma. Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Bellona. I knew you could do it. The plentiful crops have been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. RG, no. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false queen. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandies must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. See, there you go. That's something. God damn it. Yeah, you're still in shared purgatory. The Grandies and the Counts are sharing the path. An invitation. Eliza the Psycho, Your Majesty, this year we will be holding the Winter Feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend. I don't think I've ever attended the Winter Feast, to be honest. I'm glad to hear you, Loyal. The Winter Feast? I kind of want to read this. Tomorrow we're concerned, Aquila Dynasty, the High Inquisitor of the Ninth Church, must announce that there have been miracles in the south. This represents the coming of the Ninth Herald manifesting in Celestia. The noble Bellona from Aranjar has revealed himself, from humble servant of the Ninth Cardosamber. If you come, it'll be super great. I want to know, like, I don't want to be offensive, but I want to know. 10 days of drinking, eating, fighting, competing, drinking, singing, stamping, drinking, and drinking, Your Majesty. Okay. All will take place at the coldest time of the year, as the snows bury us in. But you won't need to wrap up warm. That's what the whiskey's for? Ah, she's kind of frail. Will you accept the invitation from Eliza the Psycho? Sounds like the typical Italian day. You know, not gonna lie, that's kind of accurate. Jeez. How long will this dynasty go for? You mean tonight or in general? Like the dynasty itself, you mean? I think she knows she has to accept it, especially since she's married to a northerner. I can't wait. Winter Freeze is a special time of year, you'll see. Yeah, I think she will. I think she will, because she knows she has to. It's her responsibility, right? Eliza is the one who would be most likely to sacrifice a queen, I feel like. But the queen is not scared of that. Mutiny at Cuervo Keep. Let me say back from the hunt first. In general, we're going to be playing these until the end of September. So the idea is to play 4 long Dynasty games per year, each lasting about 3 months. So we've been playing these for 1 month and a half, so we're going to be playing it for another month and a half, and ending these either at the very end of September or at the very start of October to then start a new one. Do you plan on playing Starfield? I don't think so. I don't think so. And my computer wouldn't absolutely be able to handle that. So I think I'm gonna be sticking to these for now, until I'm able to get an upgrade on my PC, or you know, which is gonna be quite some time. Zemuel, dearest, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt, a trophy. Kester takes you by the hand and leads you into the Great Hall, where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. When she pulls the sheet free and it falls to the floor, the taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. Haha. Kester is a top, yes. Yeah. Absolutely. It's not the abomination from the east. I don't think that's exactly what Queen Zemuel II says, but you know, this would make a great figure in the council room. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chamber. Yes, exactly. That's how she would have said it. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. Perfect. 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 Why is the frail queen on a hunt? Oh, she's not on a hunt. Her badass wife went on a hunt. That's why she married her. Oh yeah, that would have been very, very rude, Hesperus. Northwind hates it, I'm sure. I do not like the implication that my granddaughter is a bottom. It's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of choices, you know? It's not a bad thing. We don't kink shame here. Girl boss wife, exactly. Yes. Bears again, when my grandmother was my age, she was obsessed with the things. She was, indeed. Very rude. Mutiny at Cuervo Keep. What is this about? Paznik! Your Highness, a troubling development at the prison of Cuervo Keep. Cuervo Keep? The greatest southern prison for the worst criminals, a massive castle perched on a desert mountain top. Now I'm imagining my first character poking her head out of the dungeons to see the bear. Perhaps she's a witch? I must refrain from thinking of the queen in such manner. Yeah, don't do that. That is unholy. Comrade Grandma is dead and buried. Alas, prisoners of the keep have staged a mutiny. We have no idea what went wrong, but they've killed all the guards and taken Cuervo for themselves. We've come to your holiness because the prisoners are now making demands of you. If you do not respond, they will kill their hostages, including Cuervo Keep's owner, Grandi Pandabot. What are their demands? Firstly, they want their crimes forgiven, which is pretty standard as far as these things go. But they're also asking for significant gold payment and free passage to Ashmead. I'll hold the vote on what we can do. Let's see. What are the options? Give in to the prisoner's demands. That's a lot of gold. Set the prisoners free but refuse to pay. That's fantastic. Recapture Cuervo Keep by force. Agree to their demands, then kill them when they leave the keep. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's absolutely what Zemuel the First would have done. Huh. Just because I know all of you are curious, my character is a bottom. Right, waifu. Following her father's footsteps? I don't know. I don't know. C is the play, why? Huh. The Miklos, welcome and thank you for joining. Welcome to the Counts, your account. How you doing? So, I think what we do here... What would Queen Zemuel II do here? Gotta find me a big titty girlfriend to dominate me. That's too spicy for chat. If anyone wants to know, taximeter. Nice blood. Nice blood for the blood god. Indeed. Might I suggest the queen? I mean, you might, but the queen might not listen. I think that she actually wants to detach herself from her father. And she's gonna compensate nobles to set the prisoners free. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Golden choice B, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Let's go. Yeah, I think she's gonna compensate nobles to allow the prisoners to be set free. Letting criminals go free? I'm pretty sure. You know what's the reasoning behind that? The reasoning behind that is they're gonna try to go to Ashmead no matter what. And there's two options. One, they manage to get to Ashmead and they probably get killed there. And in any case, they're not our problem anymore. Or two, since they don't get the money, they won't have resources to get to Ashmead quickly, so we can probably recapture them back. Alright, cut it down from 5, 4, 3, vote B to get free money, 2, 1, and 0. Yeah, if they go to Ashmead, it's their problem, but if they don't manage to, we can just recapture them. Though you don't give them everything they ask for, the mutineers know better than to push their luck. They agree to release the hostages, including Grandee Pandabot, and then leave the region. See? Not our problem anymore. There you go. Not our problem anymore. Thank you, Bright Wife. Auction time, everybody. Auction time. Auction time. Let's start! Exclamation mark fund! Followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. They left the region, they definitely went north. No, they went south. They went south to Ashmead. Ends of invention, welcome and thank you for joining. How you doing? Welcome to the Chiefs. Oh, that's a cool portrait. I love the necklaces. Huh. How you doing? What can we do here? Your options are raising authority with A, lowering faith for the chiefs with B, oof. Raising farming for the counts with C, raising military for the counts with D, lowering stability with E, lowering military for the grandees with F. 10 seconds left now. Maidenless. You have 1,600 gold. prison and an observatory. Huh. I see. Char assistant and handle gamer contributing most to another prison and an observatory. Because the first one was so good, we needed a second one. A new wizard. Oh my god, it happened. We've been playing this for a month and a half. Every Wednesday, I'm a Crisis. So that's how they have a lot of money. This is... Look at this, we've been playing for almost 100 years. So that's how. I think you might have done it, Grandmaster. Let's go with our heir first. Your marriage to Kestrid has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congrats are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. We need someone young whose loyalty is assured, and I think we're gonna have a child together, to be honest. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I gotta get down to business. Let's go with the new wizard. How would that work? It's called magic. It's called magic. A new wizard has risen in the south, Your Majesty. It's Grandmaster, a former countess. She completed her apprenticeship in record time. Usually, it takes years to master magic. If the apprentice survives, that is. She's devoted herself to mastering turnip magic and has taken off to Valamir in search of new treasures and secrets. Though not before using her powers to mass germinate a whole valley of new crops. Well, turnips. I think it's time for a new turnip tax. Why? Wizards aren't much for sentiment, so it may be a parting gift to their former homeland of the East. Perhaps she felt a sense of duty. Regardless, the fields of the East have never been better. Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's always turnip. It's always turnips. Pagan prophecies. The Northern Chiefs God Speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. And what does it say? That's beside the point. All I know is that this specific heresy is spreading like wildfire and must be stamped out immediately. What she means to say is, the Chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many Northerners believe it. Okay, cut to the chase. What do I need to do? You must ensure that faith in the Ninth God is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense against the pagans. That's not gonna be enough. It's gonna have to be B, right? But wait. This is tier... Yeah, this is tier 2. Okay. Nah, A is not enough. A is not enough. And also, that's kind of a bit too much. It's a bit too much church for Zemuel II, you know? Yeah, let's look at, like, you lower stabs and you all get a little treat, but it's gonna be a long time since you're able to lower stab as much as you want, and the Chiefs are gonna advance next round, so not really the best choice. No, I'm actually gonna give you money to invent a counter prophecy here. And I think it's gonna be justified as the Queen giving you money to actually do that. You know? Yeah. Like, she knows that it's gonna be something that requires some resources from you. And she's happy to provide them. she's happy to provide them. Alright. While you finish voting these, just want to quickly remind everyone in chat that on Friday there's going to be a special event to celebrate 500 followers, where we're going to be playing a mod to the game that has been provided by our amazing Shiny Quarks that will allow us to play the game with 5 regions at a time. 5 regions at a time. It's not an official mod, it's not going to be included in the game, so if you want to try it, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central European Time is the place to go. Just quick reminder. And I'm also going to be giving away a few copies of the game this Friday. If you don't want to miss it, follow, join the Discord, do all the usual things. Quick reminder. Yeah, it's also absolutely totally unbalanced and chaos and fun. Alright, let's go. You have your scholars and theologians discover another prophecy which contradicts the first, written on older stone tablets found in the same archaeological site. The northern commoners are not sure who to believe. You've bought yourself some time. Fantastic. And end the season here. A pair of counts face each other in silence. The code words exchanged. They speak of their latest schemes. What happened? The kingdom was meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it. Counts aim to slower stability for less. I'll summon an even older prophecy that's gonna allow me to summon an older and older prophecy. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of his hillside villa. It's just not enough. Vaspir. The peasants love Bellona and believe in miracles, but they won't rise up to put her on the throne. Electrui. That'll come around. The Queen's golden age can't last forever, can it? Huh. I'm amazed to see that you both have eyes. It's really funny the counts want to lower stab for demons, and the grandees want to lower it for the 9th. That's actually a great point. I hadn't thought of that. Alright, common tax it is here. Queen is just happy with that. So what do we have? Winterfeast and a ghoulish problem. Another one? What? And a plague of rats. I see. First time I've ever seen the Chiefs get a trade boost. Yeah, she's the true queen. Another son of mine. No, not the family, please. Not the family. Alright, let's do something. I ran out of water and I need to use the restroom, so this sounds like a perfect moment to get like a 2-minute restroom break. I'm gonna leave you here on this, and I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes, and I'm gonna run a 90-second ad break so that people who join won't have a pre-roll. Julio, welcome and thank you for joining. How you doing? Welcome to the Grandies. Oh, this is a cool beard. Huh. Hello, hello. How you doing? So we're going to be taking a 2-minute restroom break. Go grab a snack or a drink, use the restroom. See you in 2 minutes. Oh hey, forgot to mute my microphone. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. So, what do we have here? What do we have here? I think the most pressing matter is the ghoulish problem here, right? So let's go with that one. Your Majesty, we're having terrible problems in the East. The people have lost faith in the Ninth God, and churches are being left to crumble. But without priests to perform the rites, the dead are rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. I love the 3 events being ghouls, rats, and a party. Dark news indeed. Remember how Zemuel the First actually didn't solve anything? Yeah. Yeah, this is the big unresolved thing from her father's reign. Yeah. We must remind the Eastern folk that they are lost without the knife to protect them, especially once they've passed. And after this, Zemuel the First actually thought, okay, the church may be useful in some reason, in some regard, you know? Wow. Do what your dad couldn't. A is the way. I think... Yeah, A doesn't lower stability. Marley, hey! We just started, so... Huh... I think that the queen here would say... Yeah, it's probably time to send some priests to the east. Like, learning from her father's mistake, she would probably push the council to do that. And I think she's gonna call for unity on that. Because I think that she believes that that is only a good thing if everybody can agree on it. Otherwise, she doesn't want to force anybody's hand. So, she's gonna force unity, call for unity, and... yeah, she's gonna call for unity. And suggest... that we go for A. And start the vote. Yeah, what about that, Whipper? That disincentivizes you from selecting A? Why? Oh. Right. Fuck. Right. God damn it. Right. It's actually close. It's 9-13. Wow. You're actually voting for the Labor. It's 10-14 here. Why are the Grandies selecting A? For roleplay. Because roleplay. 11-14. This is very close. This is very close. Yeah, have I mentioned Amid Crisis that this is a roleplay heavy, lore building heavy campaign? Yeah. Alright, Repair and Druid, you have to select an option in order to vote. Yeah, okay. Counting down from 5, 4, this is kind of close, 11-15, so if you want to vote, still have time to tie this. 3, 2, and 1. 0. Alright. So the council wants to try again. Okay. The most ingenious Eastern merchants set their minds to finding a use for the walking, snarling, biting dead. It proves difficult to teach them shoemaking, and embroidery is a complete non-starter. In the end, the best use of ghouls turned out to be chaining them inside a giant wheel and using them to power a mill. They're slow but tireless. Who cares if a few farmers get bitten once in a while? There you go! Fantastic. Of course, the Archbishop decries it as an abomination and an offense unto the ninth, but he says the same thing about tea or Wednesdays. The Archbishop doesn't like Wednesdays? What? What? Zemuel is looking down for heaven or up from hell, but he's doing so proudly. That's so true, Northwind, yes. He doesn't like Wednesdays. He doesn't like the day we stream on. What the fuck? He's probably looking up, yeah. They hate Wednesdays, put it in the lower dock. Yeah. A Plague of Rats. Count Dragonpit II strides into the council chambers, distraught, whipping a dead rat by its tail. The fields and bars of the east are overrun by vermin, and with no more poison for these horrible things, we can't cope anymore. Twofold Medea, thanks so much for the follow and welcome. How you doing? Perhaps that's why he's against tea. It distracts from MrKaji's streams. Tea, actually, I'm all for tea. So, you know, I'm all for teas and Wednesdays. Gotta say, I'm against the bishop here. Facundo of Avila, welcome back, and thank you for joining. How you doing? I'm down for this session. It's clear there's nothing we can try. It's the ninth god in church. Oh, MrKaji is the ninth god in church is just watching the stream. The fields and bars of the east are around by vermin and no more poison. We can't cope anymore. Again, Electro. Try to enjoy the roleplay, not just aim to win. Glad to have you back, Facundo. Hope you're doing well. So what do we want to do here? Take the rat and go? No. Deliver a supply of rat poison. Send them a shipment of cats. Hire some adventurers to clear out the rodents. I kind of don't want to spend money on this, to be honest. Rat poison sounds better. Yeah, we're here for the stories. It's hard. I understand. Like, if it gets too frustrating, consider not following the dynasty. Like, because this is a game that we're not playing to win. Really, we're playing this to have fun and to create lore together and to create stories. If you want to try to win, you can focus on the other games that we were playing. Like, there's still space for winning here, but I think that it's less about the goal and more about the destination, and less and more about the journey that we go through to get there. But I appreciate you trying. I know cats. I know that every player in this room wants to see cats. I know. Oh, thank you, Bright Waifu. Of course, MrKaji would say it's about journey. Of course. No, I'm not gonna veto cats. I don't want to send the supply of rat poison. Even if it means there's a risk that I lose some stability. You know? Lincoln, welcome back and thank you for joining. I don't want to do that. I don't want to give you money. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let you decide. Like, the choice of the queen is, like, if rat poison doesn't cost money to the treasury, it means that the treasury has rat poison already. So, this is no expense for the crown, and Queen Zemuel doesn't see a reason to spend money on cats when she can give you rat poison without spending money. So yeah. I think that's what we're gonna go for. Let's do that. There are people who still prefer cats to money. A lot of people, actually. Wow, more than I thought. Not enough, though. Not enough. Who are the cat lovers here? Let me see. Electrui, Randy Panda, RG, Yuki the White Wolf, Huiv, and Melting Penguins are the cat lovers. The incorruptible cat lovers. I don't understand the concept of money. Alphaville, hey, welcome back, how you doing? Sending cats is too expensive, let's bribe the whole kingdom instead. Exactly, yeah, that's the idea. Alright, let's go. I'll use bribe money to buy myself cats. That's a good investment. You send barrels of poison to the east, closely guarded. Soon rat corpses litter the land. It's messy and poison stockpiles will take some time to recover, but the infestation is over. Fantastic, we solved this too. I appreciate, like, the Queen appreciates the cooperation that the Council has shown so far. Money can be exchanged for goods and for cats. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountain roads, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Eliza the Psycho. The hall is crammed with all the chiefs of the north, sitting cheek to cheek along tables groaning under the weight of food and ale. Welcome, your majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat, grab a drink. You look freaking cool, Eliza. It is customary at Winterfeast to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? Oh shit. Julio, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you with us tonight. A casket overflowing with sapphires. An axe with an emerald encrusted shaft. A champion warhorse. Some fine silk pajamas. Nothing. Now, of course we were bringing something. Definitely not the casket. If this was Zemuel the First, it'd bring nothing and tell you, yes, absolutely. Northwind, you're absolutely right. Yeah, if this was Zemuel the First, he would have brought nothing. Could have brought nothing. You know, I think the first thought is, I don't want to spend much, so I'm gonna get a champion warhorse. But Queen Zemuel knows that if there's gonna be, like, look at this image here. There's drinking all over the place. And I don't think that Queen Zemuel, like, Queen Zemuel is frail. I don't think she's gonna be able to drink at all. So to make up for that, I think that she's actually gonna give the axe. You know? They can't stab you in the back with a horse. Now, I think it's gonna be the axe. Just because she knows that she's gonna, like, she's gonna disappoint on the drinking, but she's gonna overdo on the gifting. What extraordinary craftsmanship. Useless as a flagon full of seawater, of course, but it certainly looks pretty. I'll make sure all the chiefs know of your generosity. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar and the bards sing songs of the older days. And the lake of ale is consumed. A couple hours in, you are... I think it might be still stone cold sober. Yeah. Your refusal to partake in the festivities is noticed by the chiefs, who mutter to each other that you're a buzzkill. I'm just frail. Yeah, I'm just frail. As Winterfeast draws on and the snow piles up outside the doors, the mood in the hall turns raucous. Towards the end of the night, you find yourself taking part in a contest? Probably going home early. I don't know, like, what kind of contest is it? Like, if it's a poetry contest, yeah. But nah, I think she would go home early. By this point, the chiefs are far too drunk to notice your absence. You slip away without anyone noticing. The next morning, the chiefs are scattered around the hall, groaning and nursing their hangovers. You, on the other hand, feel fresh as a daisy and infuriatingly cheerful. You bid farewell to the chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. It was, you know, an official... She had to be there, that's why she went, but it's really not the kind of feast for her. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Hannah, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the monarch in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be monarch of all kingdom. Didn't even party. A little bit. She laughed a little bit. She's very frail. She is, you know, sickly. Yeah, I know, but you gotta understand, she doesn't have, you know, a strong physique. Glory to the Lord, like, it's amazing that she didn't die in the north, just traveling. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor. Glory to Morgana and the north. Love the scar, Handle Gamer. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false queen in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. If you get overthrown, it'll be because the queen is the lamest partygoer ever. It might be, yes. She even gave us a cool axe so we can kill her easier. See? I'm doing everything. Everything I can. Chiefs, what do we want to do here? You want to lure the queen to the north and sacrifice her in a pagan ritual, trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene, trying to raise your own farming? You would think being related to notorious Eastern drunk might make her blood a bit more sturdy. No, really. Well, dishonorable it is, apparently. One queen equals 1,000 goats. That's a good exchange rate. To step out, I'm a crisis. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you had a good time. Hope to see you around next time. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Have a good one. Take care. Yeah, this is very dishonorable. That which lurks and Living Sun being the two only honorable chiefs I can see here. Who are the dishonorable ones? Huiv, Puffyfish Slayer, Handle Gamer, Ethan Ace the Third. What? Melting Penguins, Ants of Invention, the Gooberfish, and Yuki the White Wolf. Yuki the White Wolf. I love this portrait. So stern. We're not sacrificing her per se, just separating her head from her body. Yeah, sure. Sure. So it is destined, so it will be. Spread the word to all Morgana's children. The throne breaker has risen, and the false queen will fall. But first we drink, in honor of the gods. More cheers are up throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. Ethan, you look like this. Mustache Man. Ants of Invention is such a great name in Rain, which saw the printing press of the guillotine. It is, that's true. I think that might be the case, Dragon Pete, yeah. Also because this might be a brutal killing of the queen. Hey, wanna come to another party? Right, yeah. They have the perfect setup. The queen would say yes, absolutely. Yeah. This is so perfect. Why do they want to be loyal to her? To not make her to not make her have any suspicion. Yeah, so she feels safe going in there. More cheers are up throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of the scheme, the chiefs must keep their defiance at 1 or less for 1 full season. So now it's all about events. Shit. Well. An old debt, comet sighting, a new plague. Okay. These might not be the end of the game. Okay. She married one of us, we can make her feel like family. True. Yeah, I find it a little bit disheartening when it's just... You gotta keep it at this, and then you don't get any events to affect it. It's like, okay, the game is over. That's one thing that I kind of find a little bit annoying, but yeah. All right. A new plague. Your marriage to my daughter will be your downfall? I hope not. Let's go with a new plague. Spend every ounce I have in sending plague after plague. Damn. Your greatness, the North has been struck with a plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. Ooh, here you are, items of invention. God, I really like this portrait. It's really cool. Also the green eyes. Really, really cool. Apprenticeship with Pesty has unintended consequences. It might be, yes. That is actually true, Baspir, yes. Explain this to me. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Okay. God, the roleplay. The roleplay is gonna get the better of me. Yeah, B works out for sure. B works out for sure. But that is Dario choosing it, right? Like, that's MrKaji choosing it. What will Queen Zemuel II do? Also, yeah, keep in mind that dancing is very, very important in this kingdom. Like we found out earlier with Luda, that dancing and singing are two very, very, very important things in this dynasty. They might not be generally in the lore of the game, but in this dynasty, dancing and singing are very important. Music, dancing, singing, very, very, very important. Honestly, I think that I have to be true to myself here. I have to be true to myself. I don't think she's gonna veto B, because B and C are equally bad. I think that the most effective thing she sees is giving incentives to quarantine the affected villages. So, doing Monarch Golden Choice on A, and yeah, exactly, that which lurks, exactly. So I think that I'm gonna, I think that Queen Zemuel II is gonna Golden A, and honeysucked letter arrives by another swarm of bees. I love honeysucked letter. My dearest granddaughter, it has come to my attention that you may be in mild danger if my offer from earlier still stands. Shit. Yeah, if you beat the golden choice, no one gets the money. That's true. Yeah, you gotta choose loyalty to the queen, or even just if you want to keep lane. Like, I gotta go with the roleplay choice here, and the roleplay choice says she's gonna offer incentives to quarantine the affected villages. And then MrKaji says, hopefully, people vote for B and not for A. Chiefs are gonna vote for A for sure. Because it says right here, if the nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 500. I mean, yeah. It should say, if the monarch's choice win, the nobles who voted for it gain 500 personal choice. It's how it works. It's how it works. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, this is so tense. This is so tense. 11 to 10. The Chiefs are voting on A en masse. Oh my god, 11 to 14. Oh. Reaper! Oh, going for... Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. This is 13 to 16. It's very, very close. If you haven't voted and you want to influence this, you're still on time. This can still be tied 13 to 16. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay. So the council does not follow what the queen wants to do. Pass a law that forbids dancing. Evidently, the other regions have spies in the north, and they know that this is the best that they can do. Yeah, this is 20%. Letter in an unmarked letter. Mix it to the capital, Your Majesty. I do not agree with my uncle's actions. I must look to the best for my son. I ask that if his actions fail my son, not face repercussions. Signed. Please burn this note out for reading. Who's your... Oh, your uncle is... Yeah, I see. Appreciate that. Good job, everybody. And my loyalty is stronger, even if Zemuel II doesn't understand why I'm doing it. Good job. That's impressive. Imagine everyone spying on everyone else, so we all know the schemes. I believe that's how it works, right? Yeah. The peasantry and nobility are unhappy with the new dancing ban, which has earned you the moniker of the cantankerous queen. Worse still, it doesn't slow the spread. No matter how much one is flogged or fined, they continue to dance. Soon your bailiffs are dancing along with them. An old debt. How do you expect me to take this seriously, you crackbane simpleton? Shut your deaf mouth and give me what I am owed, you honorless dog. Calm down, both of you. The pimple-headed lackwit expects me to pay him a huge quantity of gold just because his great-great-grandfather beat my great-great-grandfather in a foot race. Canonically, the monarch knows what schemes do to Spymaster too. Yeah, but I find it very hard to put it in place, so I only go by the events. A debt owed is a debt owed, is it not? Your Highness, I only recently discovered his debt while combing through my ancestor's journal. Honor dictates the Grande Julio is liable for his ancestor's debt. By all that is holy, this is ludicrous. I demand we put this to a vote. Look at these two majestic beards. A debt is a debt. That is very ominous said from your Reaper. Right, waifu. Consider helping your dear grandfather. C is a bit too much, right? I think we should go A. Yeah, C is a bit too much. Why would you want to go for C? Infernals forever. Welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? Infernal. Welcome to the Counts. Welcome to the Counts. And actually, thank you for the follow. I saw your follow earlier. How you doing? I think... Hello, hi. I think the Queen would just try to convince the council that C is a little bit too much. I think it's right that Julio pays for the debt, but just a normal debt. And I think she's gonna call for unity on that. Let's go. So that's what the Queen would say. Yeah. Queen would try to push for A. I'm alright. Glad to hear you're doing alright, and happy to have you here tonight with us. Wow, nobody's actually voting for what the Queen was suggesting? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is very close. 11 to 11. 12 to 11. 13 to 11. The Grandies are winning. Grandies are winning. Okay, I'm gonna count down from 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 14 to 15 to 1, 1, and 0, 15 to 12. Decided. Cancel the debt. It's too old to matter. The Grandies managed to get a majority here. Praise be, glad that the council sees reason on this matter. A debt is a debt. A debt is a debt. Does nobody care about honor anymore? I tried, Grandpa. I tried. I absolutely disagree with this resolution. Wow. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the north, Your Greatness. The common folk are claiming it is a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? Also, Grandma's last words, yes. Gooberfish, thanks so much for being here and for playing. Hope you had a good time. See you next time. Take care. Didn't we have this yesterday with you worried so much over it? I don't remember. No, this was very easy. Just I'll tell them not to worry. And I think the queen will go for the second option here. Fleeing the comet. I'm afraid that might lower defiance, but there's not much I can do. There's not much I can do. That's what Queen Zemuel II would do. I'll tell them there's nothing to worry about. He delivered a speech reassuring the peasants of the north that the comet isn't a good or bad thing, it's just a thing. Probably the ninth got right in a chariot, or whatever. Yeah, we must go with the RP choice here. I must go. Fortunately, the common folk take you at your word. After all, if the queen says something, you'd better listen. The peasants go back to work in the fields, ignoring the comet entirely. Thank God. Okay. End of the season. Dancing fever. Your heir. Well, let's see the heir first of all. Your request for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, ask my crown be passed down to Zemuel II. I think this is gonna be a daughter again. Yeah. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause by designating kingdom. Applauses, please. We got 10 and 10. These. We got 10 and 10. Who would murder a queen like this? Come on. If the chiefs actually murder Zemuel II, retribution. Retribution. Literal skeleton. No! The curse is broken. My part, not on my end. You on the birth of your daughter. Tyrant, yes. Zemuel III. MLS, hey, thank you for... Oh, excuse your grace, I'm sure little Zemuel III will grow up to be cheap off the... We're gonna go for the dancing fever here. Right? No, no heavy taxing this reign. No. Nope. Chiefs end up inventing food to another as he speaks. I want a screenshot of that. Quick here. Let me check. I don't think it's me. Can you hear me? Choppy, okay. Wow, what is happening? I'm not dropping frames. I'm not dropping frames at all. So it's definitely not on me. I would say try. Wow. It's blinking like the Chiefs. It's definitely not on me. Definitely not on my end. It's okay. Refreshing may work on the Chiefs. To go to bed 90 minutes ago. Good luck. Jasper, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate it. Take care. Oh, this sucks. This really sucks. Yeah, I think it's definitely Twitch. Like, again, everything is fine for me. Like, my internet is working just fine. My internet is working just fine right now. Is having no issues at all. Streamlabs doesn't tell me that I'm dropping frames at all. Like, it's... It seemed choppy when I first looked in. Refreshed and working good now. Okay, let's try refreshing again. Let's try refreshing again. Nyakuni, thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting us know that. And also welcome. I'm glad to have you. Looking okay at the moment, seems fine. Okay, yeah, this... Apologies, this was not on my end, everybody. This was not on my end at all. It might be, I was thinking the same. Like, there might be a problem with the Italian Twitch server. Yeah. Maybe that was the case. I don't know. Like, everything was absolutely fine on my end. I didn't have any stuttering. I didn't disconnect from the server. From the game server. I tried to navigate to a few websites and everything was okay. And Streamlabs didn't freak out, so... I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Twitch. Alright, welcome back, everybody. That was scary. That was really scary. I think I sweated more in these 2 minutes than in the whole day, even if we hit like 37 degrees. That was very scary. Let me drink some water. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Let's go. Chief's end of invention stands before you, hopping frantically from one foot to another. As he speaks, the plague, your highness, is spreading. Why, I think I've been affected myself. You think I should do something about it, I assume? Hey, you need to do something or we'll dance ourselves to death. Welcome back, bright waifu. This may look fun, but trust me, it's anything but. Okay, what can we do? We definitely don't hire the wizards. I think we just order the nobles to hide in their castles and wait it out, right? think so. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want to hear about magic at all. No, 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 not this time around. Trust me. Compensation time. Gonna give you money to hide in your castles and wait it out. There you go. Because wizards are trouble. Because wizards are trouble. That's why. Grandmaster can send a good word to Pestia. I still don't trust her. I still don't trust her. Wizards are trouble. You don't mess with wizards. Like, the less you get involved with wizards, the better. I'll be fine hiding in my seaside villa. See, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright. Grandmaster. Refusing the financing. Alright, cut it down from 5, 4, 3, vote A to get a bit more money, 2, 1, and a 0. It's too late to contain the plague and everyone knows it. As uncontrollable dancing spreads to every corner of the kingdom, a royal proclamation is issued ordering members of the council to stay indoors at all costs. By the time it has run its course, even the hint of a jaunty tune sends the average peasant into a frenzied panic. Dancing at weddings and other social events sees a sharp decline. Except among the nobility, who were shielded from the disease. Eventually, having good rhythm becomes a status symbol, and dance-offs are a new staple of upper-class functions. Oh, Hortlings. Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hortlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away. Why can't your fellow grandees help out? My plight is of no interest to them. Oh, shame on you, grandees. Well, I will assemble the council. Neither bless you, Your Highness. Burn the vineyard with the Hortlings inside. Strong arm the other grandees into sending military help. Hire an adventurer from the guild to investigate. That's kind of a lot of money. I think we might want to burn the vineyard here. Yeah, 650 is a lot. 650 is a lot. It's a lot. It's 2 tax seasons. Like, that's how Queen Zemuel II is evaluating costs, right? That's how. That's how. Huh. Very tempted to call for unity on burning the vineyard here. And I think that's what she's gonna do. Like, going for a quick resolution here. Yeah. Yeah. You like fire, grandees, right? But the vineyard is his livelihood. We're gonna compensate. We're gonna compensate somehow. If you don't, then the grandees can help. Yeah, if somebody wants for the grandees to help, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. 9 to 10, this is actually very close. So counting down from 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Wow. B actually won. Fast Gagger, welcome back. How you doing? Strong armed the other Grandies into sending military help. When the Grandies gradually send in their token force, the slaughter ensues. The Hordelings put up a meager fight before scurrying into the hills. Yeah, last second B. Peculiarly, the Grandies discovered that the Hordelings filled Grandie Maidenless wine cellar with spoons, so many that it's almost impossible to move down there. It will take some time before the vineyard is back up to full production, but Grandie Maidenless is grateful for their help. Why can't I ever burn thing? Apt for your name, Pyromaniac. Oh, we got a thing here. An auction. Auction time. Glad to hear you're doing good, Fast Gaga. There might be a little bit of delay because it took you a while to reply, so you might want to refresh. Let's start the auction here. Exclamation mark. Fund followed by the letter of the building you want to build, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering military for the chiefs with A, lowering trade for the chiefs with B, raising stability with C, raising authority with D, raising trade for the Grandies with E, and lowering stability with F. That would be really nice if somebody financed C here. I'm gonna let you know when there's 10 seconds missing. 10 seconds left now. Grandpa, please help, Grandpa. Grandpa, please help. Grandpa! Grandpa, help! God damn it, Grandpa. So we lower stability and military. Look at this. Infernal Forever. Lowering stability and Northwind. Lowering military for the chiefs. Ooh, the slight. The slight. The food is open. Yeah, level 3 prison. Yeah, god damn it, Grandpa. We're gonna go for the ambition here, I think. Oh, this is bad. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. You succeeded on that front. Yeah, look at that. This is bad. The kingdom is peaceful, and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheme for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. What did you want, little one? I was busy in my tower. I wanted some help raising my stability, Grandpa. This is bad. This is really bad. Is it tax season? It is, thank God. No, it's tax season now. But to shut down... Yeah, let's see the ideas. Grandpa going senile in old age? It might be the case, yes. Or just drunk. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of a revolution. That actually sounds kind of good. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of their own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. These are both good. Yeah, Kuni, thank you so much for joining. How you doing? Welcome to the Grandies. Welcome to the Grandies. You just don't get old easy. Ooh, I'm only 236. God damn it, Reaper. Yeah, the first is exactly what her father did, which would kind of make sense, right? Because she's been educated following that idea, that kind of political philosophy. B seems to fit her better. Highlight a message. Sir didn't sleep this lap. Welcome back. How are you doing? Didn't Zemuel say he wanted to teach her that stuff? Oh, absolutely he did. He absolutely did that. Did say that. Set a precedent? What do you mean? Holy message. Incredible. The light of the ninth. It's in that message. So Zemuel II, what would Zemuel II do? Beloved by the common folk. No. No. Drunken message. Pointless message. That makes sense. Haunted message. I'm rich so I can afford this message. Heretical message. Why do you always find new ways to spam? God damn it, y'all. Ordinary message. Still gets read. I don't think she would go for the common folk. I'm richer and can afford this message. One of you is gonna finish money. Final warning message. Now I steal the message. Really? Really, everybody? I don't think she would go for being beloved by the common folk. I don't think she trusts the common folk. Burning message. Finally, you were able to burn something. Spam message. Okay, that's an accurate description of everything that's happening right now. Really message? God damn it, y'all. The bipolar bear. Okay, I gotta stop reading them. Drunk message. Isn't that a second? Spy network it is. It is a spy network. Sorry to hear, poor Fast Gaga. I'm in the same boat. We interrupt this monarchy to bring you this important message. Which message? Tell us. Is that the message? A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in the guise of traveling bards. Yeah, I don't think she trusts the common folk. Also, we're probably fucked, so... Yuki! Let's go with a booming crop here. Your Majesty, the yields from the eastern farms are extraordinary. I've never seen the like. The peasants are practically drowning in cabbages. They've even hybridized the new variety of pest-resistant cabbage that cures nightmares. Let me guess. They hybridized it with turnips. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, it must, like, it's cabbages together with turnips, though. That's what it is. Sir Sleeping Slack, thank you so much for joining. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could benefit the entire kingdom. I don't think it's a strong president, Yuki, to be honest. I think, like, following heirs could very easily change what they do. Cabbages. How much I got, my liege? Wanna know how much money you have? You have 4,000 money. That's a cool portrait, by the way. Grandmaster. The Kernips, Chernips, Cabips. Cabips is great. Must be Cabips. Alright. Turniges. Ooh, Turniges is good too. With... Don't you have the extension, y'all? With you're poor as fuck. You have 0 gold. You are the poorest noble in the kingdom. So you're safe from your aversion to money. By the blood of the dead, wait a moment, you can't spread our secrets to just anyone. I'll have you know that our produce is very much in demand. We're just in the middle of securing a cabbage trade agreement with Tamerlane. These eggheads could disrupt things terribly. Cabbages that cure nightmares is 0 the first. That would have been the name. That would have been the name 100%. 100%. Pay the counts to accommodate the scholars. Prohibit the scholars and fast track the Tamerlane deal. We could do that. We could do that. Like that. Claim the hybrid coverage of the kingdom and distribute widely. B is the one thing that makes the chiefs not win right now. But what would Queen Zemuel II do? Is the question. That's always the question. Help us with a trade deal instead of selling our industry secrets. We'll see. Alright, Alphaville, I'm gonna do that. Alphaville. That's a good face for an ad. So what do we do here? What would Zemuel II do? Do we like Tavaline? We're kind of indifferent towards Tavaline. Tavaline is a small region that is between the kingdom and the Ashmedian Empire. It used to be part of the Ashmedian Empire, but it freed itself about 70 years ago with when the new queen got to the power. It's home to the Gaunt, a very strong spy network that is pretty much everywhere in the world. No, it's not a wizard city-state. It's a small spy network city-state. Yeah. So, what would Queen do? Pay the council to accommodate the scholars. Prohibit the scholars and fast-track the Tavaline deal. Claim the hybrid cabbages from the kingdom and distribute it widely. Hmm. 900 is a lot of money. I don't think she wants to pay. It's actually in her best interest to prohibit the scholars and fast-track the Tavaline deal. She's gonna give you money for that. Again, this I love how pretty much every time Queen Zemuel has used Golden Choice, it's been because there was some expense, or because there was a hard decision to make, or for compensation, because someone got an advantage and the others weren't getting anything, and so there was a way to equalize. I love the way of Golden Choice that this queen has been making me do. Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. It's gonna give you compensation to prohibit the scholars and fast-track the Tavaline deal. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, this is in her best interest. Fantastic. This makes a lot of sense, because the Spy Master told her, hey, you should improve trade. You should improve our trade network. B, not the money. Alright, counting down from 5 here. 4, you can vote B to get 500 free money. 3, that's not a thing you say, but it's okay. 2, 1, and 0. I'm your best interest, my lead. I doubt that. Sir Sleeps' lap. The Eastern... What? Trade agreement with Tavaline goes ahead with great fanfare. From Fair? Soon, wagon loads of cabbages trundle back and forth, bringing vast profit with them. Aware of the secret hybrids for the first time, the chiefs and grandees are not pleased, but they cannot go against the will of the council, no matter how much they argue. The chiefs hybridize their own cabbages to rival those of the counts, but the first crop causes terrifying hallucinations to any who try them. The experiments quickly stop. God damn it, chiefs. God damn it, chiefs. Count Themiclaus. Your Grace, Your Highness, Countess Shinyquarks has been having prophetic dreams. It is true, I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. Hey? Give me a prophecy then. I look to the future and it speaks through me. No more, no less. Terrible hallucinations are a good thing. I think terrible is the bad part. For one thing, Chief Sir Slipty's lap should beware of onion soup. And the color blue will bring bad fortune to Chief Facundo of Avila. But that's my favorite color! Please, your grace, have them foretell the future for the council. We could gain insight into great mysteries. They have beheld the code. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right? You know? Never elected anyway. C might be the option here. 50-50? Why would you go for 50-50? C might be the option. What would Queen Zemuel II do? I don't think she would want to throw them in the dungeon. Huh, this is a different dynasty, Knife Master. Does Zemuel II trust them? Yeah, that's true. That's true, Marley. I think it's either A or C, to be honest. I think it's either A or C for Queen Zemuel. Like, she would listen. And how much she listens would depend on the council's choice. Kind of tempted to do Call for Unity here. But nah, I'm gonna veto this. I'm gonna veto this. Yeah. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah. She doesn't want to throw them in the dungeon, because that sounds a bit too much. And she's probably okay with either option. Like, C sounds more like her, to be honest. She's pretty convinced she can control shiny quirks. Like, she can also probably try to manipulate them into, you know, having kind of the visions that she needs. Like, the idea is, okay, this is a fortune teller. I can use them to say what I need to be said. But of course it's not gonna happen, so let's go. 50-50, just this once, begin the visions. Kunta Shiny Quark spreads a dark velvet cloth onto the floor, sits cross-legged, and closes their eyes. After a moment's silence, they gasp. How delightful, your majesty, something wonderful beyond the veil. Let me gather myself, so I may understand what lies ahead. 50-50%! Success! Now hopefully this doesn't lower defiance. Fuck. Peace and prosperity, your grace. I see joy spreading throughout the land. Treat good fortune with wisdom, your grace, for luck can disappear like ashes in a storm. This is absolutely gonna decrease defiance. No. Beaming, Count Themiclos whisks them out. You think you spot a couple of coins changing hands, but you can't be sure. Oh, sure enough, the Chancellor soon reports a new tax treaty with Ashmead that puts the kingdom at a great advantage. Shiny Quarks must have known what they were talking about. That's actually really good. Wow, okay. That's really good. That's really good. Now the question is, do we strategize or not? I don't think I do. Right? Like, the smart thing to do here... Yeah, the smart thing to do here for MrKaji would be to bully the chiefs. But I don't think we do that. I don't think we do that. But do we need money? I don't think we do. Yeah, I think Zemuel II would just go on with common taxes. Like she did so far. The Horde strikes back? What Horde? Oh, the Hordelings. Oh my god. Let's go with the invitation first. Without a word count, I'm a crisis hands you a blood red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, of which I know everything. Due to take place on an autumn night late next year. Of course. I suppose I shall attend this. No. I suppose I shall attend this event, whatever it is. I will see you at the next vigil. Your Majesty? Of course. Of course. Of course. Do we do the hordes? Alright, now this was me. Yeah, we're back. Hey there. Yeah, I'm back. Refresh. Dubious puffin cheeks. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, this was on my end. This one was on my end. This was my internet that just completely collapsed. Previous one was not. This one was on my end. Apologies. Apologies, and welcome back. Connecting to the game server. Come on. Connect to the game server, please. Thank you. Hello. You suck. Sleep this lap. Yeah, now back to our scheduled programming exactly. You don't need to join again. The game still counts you in. Don't worry. So, and the thing in the top left extension is gonna fix itself in a few minutes. Don't worry about it at all. I kind of want to go with the ambition here, you know? Yeah, exactly. Boom, thank you, Sleepless Lap. You're the bomb. I usually do it last, but I feel like Queen Zemuel II would be the kind of careful monarch that really wouldn't risk. If possible. We don't need to lose more military. Oh, that might be the case. I get what you mean, Huiv. I get what you mean, Huiv. That's the only reason why I'm hesitating. But like I'm having a roleplay feeling here. I think Zemuel II, like, you probably win anyway. I don't know. I know. Oh, it's 9 now. Okay. The Horde strikes back is bad for the Grandees. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't want to even take that into consideration. Like, it might be an unpopular thing to say, but I think that RP-wise, Queen Zemuel, like, it seems to me like you've seen Queen Zemuel as a charitable monarch, but she's really not. Yeah, what if? Seriously, this lap, what if? Just one final fuck you to the Grandees? No, I don't think so. I'm really feeling strongly like Queen Zemuel is like a clockwork maker. Like a clockmaker, right? You know? Where everything works just like the moment every gear can work together, she's not gonna waste time. She's not gonna waste time. And I think she's gonna do it. Yeah, I think she's gonna do it. I usually go for all the events, but I have a strong RP feeling right now for this, so apologies if this makes someone unhappy, but all goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. Your spymaster takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. You emerge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. Yeah, karma can kick in, exactly. Like that's also a possibility. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. How can I be sure of their loyalty? I've been very careful in my selection. You can rely on these agents. Soon they will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles on your council, disguised as traveling bards. I feel she would know about this due to her father. Yes. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing the loot and the colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Then we'll have a spy network the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even the Gaunt of Towlin look like rank amateurs. Can they give us a song? A few notes are plucked on the lute. The assembled spies launch into ballad. It's actually not bad. Your toe is tapping. If you think this is good, you should see them throw a knife. Can cut a rope at 30 yards. This should put a stop to their foolish schemes. And it will keep the kingdom stable for the rest of your reign. A little blackmail is a small price to pay. It's the dancing plague. No, it's not. A week passes before you hear more news. Your spymaster arrives in your office with a tiny scroll small as a cherry stem, flashed between two fingertips. This is a message from one of our agents in the field, Your Majesty. I sent her to Chief Melting Penguin's clan hall, disguised as a skald, with bagpipes at her back. Meticulous strategies as a result of her frail health, due to her resorting to books and studies as a hobby. Zemuel II became very savvy enough to know about the various schemes of the other factions, so like a chess master, she moved her pieces to make sure she is 2 or 3 steps in advance. Right? That's the feeling I get too. It's very similar to that, which is the reason why I think it's fitting to skip ahead. I normally wouldn't do it, but with this monarch, I feel really strongly. Open it. One time I get mentioned, you're about to get fucked here. Or maybe not. Maybe you're smart. Let's see. I think you might be smart. Wait to hear the success of your fledgling spy. 90%. It's a success. Success number 1 out of 2. Sorry, Melting Penguins, you're dumb. The spymaster studies the scroll for a moment, and a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into Chief Melting Penguin's court with open arms and is already. Our other spies are just as successful. With the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into your nobles' courts. Now we must hope they can maintain their cover. Do we have a lag here? They don't have to be dumb. The spy may just be good at their freaking job. Yeah, you're right. I was just being an ass. Is there lag? Tiny lags? I'm gonna wait a second here. I'm gonna wait a second. We did have lags. I'm gonna wait. I'm in no hurry. Awesome char system. Are they streaming King of the Castle? Oh, I might actually... Okay. Okay. Please remind me later when we stop. Alright? Please remind me when we're about to stop the stream. Alright, is the lag okay? Is the lag okay? Is the lag okay? Did he fix itself? Oh, they're playing Killer Frequency. That game is awesome. We're good? Okay, fantastic. Quick reminder as usual. If this is where the game ends, please hold off on the GGs until we get to the book screen. Alright. Let's see. Is Zemuel II such a calculating devil that she gets to stay on the throne easy peasy like this? Now we must hope they can maintain their cover. 90%. Wait and see. Let's see. And it's a success. Zemuel II. Mastermind. A few more weeks pass. You wait anxiously for news of your spy's progress. One day your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, Your Majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of your noble's darkest secrets. Did you know that Chief Melting Penguins has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now. We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself. This has gone better than I expected. You do enjoy the services of an excellent spy master. No, not the lemons. She did make a really stable kingdom. But we can't get complacent. We must see if the other spies are equally successful. For the next few weeks, your spies sent back more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with a sense of smugness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. I can tell you that, as players are going to get bored of Spy Network. Yeah, there's no guarantee that Spy Network is going to happen. Yeah, thank you for the underhanded threat, Northwind. That's very nice of you. Listen, Your Majesty, I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? Oh, we can call a vote, no problem. But as the nobles walk up to the battle box, your spy master swoops in and takes them aside. She whispers in their ear. One by one, you watch their expressions turn to horror. By the 9th, how did you know that? Only my mother knows about that. Gaga. It's a cool beard, by the way. As it can stay that, and it can stay that way. Just vote the way we tell you to vote. I destroyed the evidence. You can't prove anything. You'd be surprised what I can prove. I know exactly where to dig, but if you vote the way I tell you, maybe I'll misplace my shovel. Hey, care for some lemonade? Leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. Sure enough, when the votes come back, it's unanimous. All the nobles, for perhaps the first time, have voted exactly how you wanted them to. I could get used to this. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun, an era of cooperation, or else. Your wife meets you back at your chambers. Your heir, Zemuel III, in her arms. Very clever, Zemuel II. Let's just hope it doesn't all blow up in your face. We should start teaching... Actually, what would she say here? Yeah, right, like, it happened with the barons, and I don't intend to bore you. I can assure you that. I can assure you that. Like, I need you to trust me. Yeah, shifts were very close to winning. Like, I would have loved both endings, to be quite honest. Like, I think they're both really interesting narrative-wise. It's like... Let's talk about this later. Yeah, I think the third feels more like it. Like, and... like, I see... Like, I'm assuming Northwind sees these as a guarantee that... Oh, Zemuel III is gonna do the exact same thing. Education, upbringing, doesn't always succeed. Like, how many children rebel? How many children and people end up being completely different than their parents, right? So don't give it for granted. Like, it's not. People are not made, you know, in a factory. Dearest granddaughter, I've seen that you have an extensive ring of spies. May I be informed of some of Marvel's plan? A little bit, a little bit. Rip High and Druid, thanks so much for being here. Hope you had a good time. Yeah, Zemuel II already diverged a bit from Zemuel I, exactly. And I think that as time goes by, the difference is going to be more and more. About what I wrote to you about? I don't remember, Yuki. Sorry, I'm kind of tired. It's almost 2 a.m. You're going to have to remind me. Alright. Never take anything for granted, exactly. I think this is it. We should start teaching little Zemuel III how to follow in my footsteps. Good idea. After these, I get the feeling she'll be wearing a crown one day. That night you sleep in untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. Good game, everybody. GG. Good game, Chiefs. This was really close. Good game. The Chiefs decided that the time must not have been ripe. The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the god speakers who waited for the right omens to rise again. Rushing to complete the scheme, the counts attempted their blood ritual too early. The summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Salandra and Conte Aukade. Aukade is dead! Well, thank you, Handel Gamer. Aukade is dead. Most nobles stay put because no heavy attacks. Yeah, that's true. The Grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Bellona in her rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. Queen Zemuel II ruled from the shadows, getting her way in the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, Queen Zemuel II died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. Queen Zemuel II, the absolutist. See the story. The historians actually understand Zemuel. They actually understand her. Chiefs winning would have revealed to the kingdom such a dishonorable action it could change how the other regions for the chiefs for generations and potentially unite counts and grandees to take down the chief monarch. Yes, yes, protection from her son. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's fine. We're not gonna do anything about that. We don't care. Yeah, 10 authority and 10 stability. Thank you, Sir Sleep This Lap. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you have fun playing against me, or I see it as together, to be honest. Queen Zemuel II, the absolutist, is actually quite fitting, because I really loved playing this monarch, because to me, like, I had a very clear idea in mind of playing someone who was very calm, very measured, very, you know, humble, but who wanted to rule with an iron fist. And she knew she would never be able to do that through force, because she was never a forceful person, you know? But she indeed was an absolutist at heart. And I had that in mind since the very first vote we held after the coronation. But I tried to hide it, because I think that that's how she would have played it. And I loved how you acted, because it really felt like a plan was unfolding. Calm, calculated, but also cared for the kingdom. She did care for the kingdom, but mostly, like, a lot of it was out of interest. But she did care for the kingdom. She did care for the kingdom, that's for sure. Like, I think that the Zemuels are good rulers in general so far. But she was very, very calculating. Yeah, Zemuel III will be where the line falls. Wait, I'm not sure what that means exactly, actually. Where the line falls, what does that mean exactly? Let me understand. I want to learn that. Who's the richest still? We're gonna get there. Yeah, together, right? It's better. It's a better way to put it. It's practically impossible to rebel in such a kingdom, right? Because she was well behaved. Yeah, she was tolerable. Yeah. Oh, it might be overthrown. Yeah, it might. The richest is Dragon Pit, of course. And the poorest is Chara. It's not Huiv, incredibly. And this is Zemuel III. Look at this nerd. Look at this nerd. So different. You really... Oh god, I love this. She has my eyes on the scar. Wait, do you also have a scar? Reaper? This is impossible. I am almost the poorest. Not this time. Yeah, she has a scar. You know what I think this? You know what I think about this? I look at this and I think, this person, of course she's had the influence of her royal mother, being Zemuel, but I'm pretty sure that Zemuel III is also gonna be influenced by her other mom, right? By her northern mom. I think she's gonna be a rowdy one. Like, I'm pretty sure she has a fighting spirit. I look at this and she has a fighting spirit. I like this. Right? There's another mom. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. She has two very different parents here. And I think she's gonna be a mixture of both of them. Like, that scar probably comes out of, like, her being, I don't know, 12, 13, and you know, picking a fight with someone and just getting wounded. Imagine the scandal. Imagine the scandal. Oh, I like this already. God, I like this already. I want to play this already. God damn it, I have to wait for a week. I'm gonna play with ya. It always makes me want to play as a monarch because of your RP. Thank you, Sleepless Lap. That is the greatest compliment you can make it. You can make me. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that so much. Mwah. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, no, I think she picked a fight with someone. It's a long story, magic won't fix it. Oh, shit. As long as I'm not the poorest and have my turnip vodka, I'm fine. That's great. I don't know if she's gonna be military focused monarch, but she's definitely gonna have a fighting spirit. Oh, that if you do that, I'm definitely gonna read about that, Pyromaniac. Right, Paspier. You're right. I don't know if she's gonna go that far, Marley. We'll see. Tend to forget about the consorts. I always try to keep them in mind. I don't know. Conquest sounds a bit too much. We're gonna see. We're gonna see next time. Zemuel is gonna be like, why didn't anyone prepare? Kester would be like, that's my daughter. Exactly, yes. Alright. Alright. Still the same person from the last dynasty along with CEO? Yeah, you are. You are. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day. And I'm gonna send you over to somebody else streaming the game. Thanks so much, everybody, for playing these. This was a lot of fun. I had a great time. I cannot wait to play as this monarch next week.